Jibril is the Deputy Director of Elections for the NDC. He joins me also on the phone. Mahdi, good evening to you and thank you so much for your time. I told us it's just telling me that the GCPP is not having the provisional voters register. I don't know if the NDC is having it.
I'll say good evening. As I speak to you, I'm in the compound of the Electoral Commission. They don't have the register for the political parties.
If you say they don't have the provisional register for the political parties, well, what exactly do you mean? Is it ready at the commission, but they've not handed it over to the parties?
It is not ready. They don't have it. It means that it's not ready. Because as we speak, the EC has printed register of 2024 register into the regions. And they are now struggling to print the mop-up one to be addition to it. However, the register that they will give to us will be a composite register that will have all together. So the question is, if you are able to have a hard drive to give to printers to print register to the regions, how come that you are not able to copy the same thing to the political parties? How come? We were here this morning because they said Friday. We were here 10 o'clock. They say it's not ready. As I speak to you, I'm here at the Electoral Commission. There's no any information. There's no information to give us the register. And tomorrow is Saturday. We are starting exhibition on Tuesday. You see, the challenge that maybe some people will not see. The EC will come and tell, oh, we are going to send 2 registers at the center. One, the mop-up one, and the main register. Now, the challenge we will have in that is that a register, somebody who is on the mop-up, whose name starts with A, who's supposed to have been, if it's the composite register, will be number 1 on the register, we don't know where the number will be. So to have a register that you are number 1 or number 4 on the register, but when you come to last election, the election day, you'll be number 20 on the register because now they have included the mop-up. But in exhibition, all these things are the things that we check in the exhibition. You check the number. So that is why many people, when they check the exhibition, when they go on election day, they can tell the officer that, I check my name is on 20, check it. But what you are going to do now, whoever check, you cannot keep a number that you are on the register, whether you are in the middle or the right side of the register, you can't do it. Because they are now going to use what they are going to give us, which they are merging. Even if it will work for them to merge without problems, that's another issue. Because what they will give the political parties, it is not what they are printing to the source, which we can say that what I have on the soft copy is the same as what you are printed on the source. And exhibition, the provisional register is what the EC gives you. It's exactly what they print to the exhibition. But today, they have already printed a register. Without giving that same register that they printed, they are not able to give it to us. So there will be a different register that political parties will hold it. Okay. Then EC is also exhibiting another register on the force.
I see. Mahdi, now the day is almost over. You are still at the commission and no one is telling you anything as to the exact time the register will be released. What's the next line of action for the NDC?
You see, they are only telling us that we should prepare for the West. And these are people that are ready to mess up our elections. And these are the things that we are even telling the Peace Council. You can't just sign a peace accord when the process of elections is not well done. These are some of the things. And many people will not understand us. Our opponents will be quiet, and people will be quiet because they are okay with what is happening. Because this is a sign of creating a chaos in this country. Because at the end of the day, the register that will come on the election day will be a totally different register as against what we are exhibiting today. We want to exhibit on 20th. But usually, what you exhibit is what you normally bring at the election day, as far as the electoral challenge correction that we do in it. But here we are. That a copying register, just to copy 2 weeks today, after 2 weeks, we are still struggling to have register to be given to us. And this is just a provision. Now we are getting into the main register that after all the correction, can we trust that the Electoral Commission can give us a genuine register for 2024 elections?
Are you coming out with the West? Because you're saying that the Electoral Commission is preparing you for the West.
The West is about to create a system for someone to rig the elections.
And so, what's the stance of the NDC after today?
Oh, the chance of NDC, we know very well the kind of people we are dealing with. Because right from the limited registration, when we register, we collected the names. And then they added 5,000. We talk about it. They say it's a choral draw. We knew that they were going to create us a problem. So we are prepared for the elections. Even though we are chasing the register to know what exactly they want to do about it, we are working on the ground to make sure that whatever must be done will be done right for the election to run well. Because we caution them that your IT department is not doing their work right. But somebody is not serious about it. Somebody who could have said, I am a leader here. What you are doing, you are embarrassing us, you are creating problems. Everybody is quiet about it.
I see. Madi, should we not give the Electoral Commission some time? Because they say that political parties and stakeholders should be patient enough because they want to bring out a thorough. Come again?
I don't think any political party pulled a gun on the commission to write a letter to us that we should come for the register last week, 24th June. I don't think. You see, this problem is happening because right from January, instead for them to follow the calendar, they were rather wasting their time to say they want to change the date of elections to November. You can imagine if our election has went to November, the yeast could have messed us up. Even with the December, see the way we are struggling to get data. Assuming it is November, it means that by now we have started preparing printing ballot papers. Are you sure we would have gotten the register by now to print ballot papers? If you have said 20th, when people say no, bring it back to November. If you have given them November, the election would have messed us this year. Even with the December election, next month, we are all talking about, filing of nomination, where ballot printing is going to start. What kind of statistics are they going to give us?
Well,
what kind of statistics are they giving us? As we speak, I don't know how many people we have registered from the Electoral Commission. As we speak, they have sent what we call the code book to the region. However, without an addition of the mop-up on it. The code books also shows you the polling station, how many people registered in the polling station as at now. However, those code books have been sent to the regions, but they didn't include the mop-up. So what data did you send to region? The region is going to use that one for their process.
Well, Madi, thank you so much for your time this evening. Really appreciate it. That's Madi Jibril, who is the Deputy Director of Elections for the opposition NDC. Atodazi is still on the line with me. Ato, thank you for your patience online. So, clearly it tells you that the EC is struggling to come out with the provisional voters register. Should we give them some time?
Kwame, are we not scared? Are you not worried that if we say that about less than 4 months to election, the EC is struggling with the provisional register that is going to be used for voting in the December elections? Are you not worried? I mean, I think all of us Ghanaians should be worried, and this is beyond prayers. I think we need to go on scouting tree to scout for new IT directors for the Electoral Commission. I think we need support for their IT department. I think they need all of us our support. Because if all of us are concerned about the future of our country, then we need to do everything possible to support the Electoral Commission. I mean, we are concerned about the integrity of the Electoral Commission and the fact that every timelines they give, which nobody forces them to give the timelines, they are not able to stick to those timelines. No, none of them. I mean, name it. None of the timelines that given from their same outfit have they been able to keep up with it. And for me, in an election year, it is concerning, it is disturbing, and it is worrying. I just want to call on them again to really look at their whole system. Nobody is pushing the Electoral Commission to set certain timelines. No one. Nobody has indicated that we need this register by force. But if you open for nomination, it has never happened where there was a call for nomination of presidential or parliamentary candidates, and we don't have a register. This is unprecedented. It has never happened that you are going to an exhibition and less than 5 days to the exhibition exercise, you don't have a register.
Mm.
And who is pushing you? Last 4 years, we did the filing of nominations in October. Who is pushing the electoral commission to set the date so early? Who is pushing them? So I don't know whether they are on unseen hands working against the electoral commission or for the electoral commission. I do not know. But whether what spirit that has taken over the electoral commission,
right?
Let us all pray for the electoral commission that they are able to take out this whatever evil spirit that has overtaken the electoral commission.
I see. Atu, before you go, will you go ahead to invade the commission's office? Oh
yes. I mean, I'm getting in touch with my youth commander. I think we need to do that because KOG, I mean, until the electoral commission tell us that we are not getting it today, then why should we leave the electoral commission? Because they have not communicated as we speak. I don't know whether you, as a media house, have received any kind of communication for the electoral commission that the hard drives or the register that they promised all of us to come for it on Friday, we are no more getting it. No communication has come. So we will be there until there is a communication to that effect.
Ato, thank you for your time this evening. That's Citizen Ato Daze, who is the General Secretary of the GCPP. Let me wrap up this particular conversation with the Executive Director of Care for Free and Fair Elections, David Komiado. David, good evening to you. Grateful that you've joined me on 505. The day is almost ending. We're looking forward to see the provisional voters register from the Electoral Commission. We're not seeing that as of now. Is that a worrying issue?
Thank you very much for having me. Good evening to yourself. Good evening to your cherished. See, I'm just looking at the timetable.
David, kindly raise your voice for me. I hardly hear you.
Okay, is it
okay? A bit okay.
Is it okay now?
Very well.
Okay, thank you. I'm just looking at the timetable. I mean, the calendar the Electoral Commission submitted to us. I mean, the entire country, when many Ghanaians, including us, called on the Electoral Commission to let us know the timetable, let us know when we are doing what. It took the Electoral Commission some time, but it brought it out, and we were all happy about it. Now, the Electoral Commission was supposed to, on the 9th of July to 18th of 2024, submit provisional voters register to all political parties. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then from July 15th to 24th July 2024, exhibition begins. If the Electoral Commission has not done that as we speak, then it is very, very troubling. It tells how prepared the Electoral Commission is for the 2024 general elections. Because you give the timetable, and for all this while, when we did the first limited voters registration exercise, you did the mop-up. Mm-hmm. You added some few days, I think 2 days or so. You added 2 days. And after that 2 days, you never indicated to anybody that you were going to open the registration again. If you knew that the days were not enough, you should have done that when you gave the 2 days, 2 additional days. Because by then we had called that at least 5 days should be added to the days that the Electoral Commission had done the registration, to allow those that had difficulties in accessing the district offices where the Electoral Commission set up the registration exercise, so that people will have the opportunity to. The Electoral Commission only gave 2 days. But after some days, after some weeks, you'll come back to what we have been calling for. And all these things, obviously, will cause a delay. Mm. As we speak today, we don't have the final complement or the full complement of the numbers on the voters register. Because the last we knew, which the Electoral Commission told us before it opened for a mop-up, was about 18 point something million. As of today, we don't know. So it tells how ready the Electoral Commission is. You know, I've been an advocate, and we've written extensively on this, that some of the responsibilities that has been entrusted into the hands of the Electoral Commission should be divulged from them and set up another independent institution to take up those duties and responsibilities. But you see, when you say these things, the Electoral Commission is quick to come and challenge and defend. And this is what we are seeing. This is what we are seeing. It tells that the Electoral Commission's hands are too full, and some of the activities must be taken away from them so that they can focus on only election matters or electoral matters. Boundary delimitation, blah, 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 political party, whatever, must be taken away from them so that the Electoral Commission must focus.
I see. Now, if you look at the register leading to the December 7th general elections, in the next 4 days, we'll have the exhibition exercise. The EC would have to correct some anomalies before compilation of the voters register. Already, this has failed. The deadline is almost over. The EC is failing to provide a provisional voters register. The political parties are already raising concerns of the EC rigging, possibly rigging the elections. Can the EC be trusted in providing a clean voters register before the December 7th elections?
You see, where there is no information, there is speculation. And this you cannot fault anybody because you have orchestrated it. I mean the Electoral Commission. As of today, there is no information. You know, see, when you check the calendar of the Electoral Commission, it was on the 15th of July that we were supposed to commence exhibition of the voters register.
Yeah.
We are in August. We are in the middle of August. If people should see, perception and speculation in election is very, very critical. And nobody should downplay it. Because it is that perception that will cause people to also have a certain plan to want to finance problem or not. Because their thinking is that you are doing something which is untoward. And this is what is coming up today as we speak. Because you have provided no information whatsoever. As in what is happening, you have not done that. You have not told us anything. There are key stakeholders in our electoral spectrum that you are working with. Civil society, there's no information. Political parties, there's no information. The general public that you are serving their interests, even them, you have not provided any information to. So for me, you can't fault anybody that will come up with any speculations or whatever because there is no information. See, our mind is effective, has effectively been programmed to do something we call et cetera principle. Okay? You fill in the blank spaces, and that's how our mind works. Every psychologist will tell you this. So obviously, when there is no information, the mind will fill itself with information.
Okay.
This is what is happening, and we must be very careful.
Right. Well, let's see. Maybe the